My boyfriend's friend convinced him I was too dumb for him because I was just a lab tech, so I ended her career. I'd been dating Nathan for 2 years and everything was great. We met at trivia night, both aerospace engineers, both loved hiking and documentaries. I worked at a research lab designing satellite components while he did consulting for aviation companies. We had this easy rhythm where we'd cook together talking about our projects, help each other with problems, just genuinely enjoyed each other's minds. Then Nathan reconnected with his high school friend Melissa at some reunion. She was getting her PhD in theoretical physics and immediately started joining our hangouts. At first I tried being friendly. She'd talk about quantum mechanics and I'd ask questions, genuinely interested, but she'd answer like she was explaining to a 5-year-old, then turn to Nathan and say, "Wasn't it cute how I tried to understand?" Nathan would laugh it off, but I noticed she only did this when he was watching. When we went to dinner, she'd steer conversations to her research, then apologize for boring me with smart people stuff. I have 2 master's degrees. One night we're at trivia, and the category was space exploration. I answered every question right since that's literally my job. Melissa told Nathan I probably just memorized facts without understanding them. Nathan actually agreed and said maybe we should give other teams a chance. I let it go, but started noticing Nathan questioning things he never had before. Like when I fixed our router, he asked if I really knew what I was doing or just got lucky. When I helped optimize code for his project, he double-checked it with Melissa. She told him there were errors. There weren't. The breaking point was Nathan's company party. I'm talking to his boss about propulsion systems when Melissa walks over and tells the boss I'm Nathan's girlfriend who works as a lab tech. The boss said he thought I was the engineer who published that paper on thermal management. Melissa laughed and said that must be someone else with my name since the math in that paper was pretty advanced. I corrected her, but she'd already moved Nathan away. In the car home, Nathan said Melissa was worried about our compatibility, that relationships work better when people are intellectual equals, and maybe I'd be happier with someone at my own level. I asked what level that was. He said Melissa noticed I struggled with abstract concepts and relied too much on practical application. This woman had convinced my boyfriend I was too dumb for him. I asked Nathan if he agreed with her. He said she'd made some valid points about our conversations being surface level. We'd spent last week discussing the philosophical implications of sending consciousness to Mars, but sure, surface level. I knew exactly what was happening but decided to play the long game. Started acting confused when Nathan explained things, asked Melissa to slow down when she talked, even bought a bunch of those pop science books and left them around. Melissa ate it up, started calling me Nathan's sweet, simple girlfriend. Meanwhile, I started working on something special. See, Melissa's PhD advisor was Dr. Harrison, who I'd collaborated with on 3 papers. He didn't know she was friends with Nathan. I reached out about a new project involving quantum applications in satellite navigation. He was interested and we started working together. Melissa had no idea her advisor was sending me her research to review, since my practical experience could strengthen her theoretical work. Here's the thing about her research. It was derivative. She'd taken existing frameworks and repackaged them with fancy math that obscured rather than illuminated. Her code was inefficient and her conclusions didn't account for real-world variables. I wrote a thorough review pointing out every flaw, every missed citation, every place where practical application would prove her theories wrong. Dr. Harrison was horrified he'd missed all this. Then I found something worse. Whole paragraphs lifted from obscure Russian papers without attribution. Not enough to catch with standard plagiarism software, but enough to end a career. I documented everything and sent it to Dr. Harrison with my deep concerns about academic integrity. He called me immediately. The review board met that week. Melissa got called in thinking it was about her upcoming defense. Instead, they presented her with my findings. She tried arguing the similarities were coincidental, but I'd found 17 instances across 4 papers. Her funding got pulled immediately. She had 2 weeks to clean out her office. Nathan called me panicking because Melissa was having a breakdown saying someone sabotaged her. She couldn't figure out who since she'd made enemies of most grad students by constantly correcting them. Nathan said she needed support and asked if I could help despite everything. I said of course and went over with cookies and tea. Full story on channel. Link below.